What's cracking? Angela Moore, what up? Did y'all take your shoes off? Did you take your shoes off? He said, tell you when, there you go. Hit that like button. What's cracking on Saturn's Day, people? What's pop locking? Who we got in here? They haven't notified the people yet. Actually, or I might be on delay. Y'all probably in here. I just can't see y'all yet. Oh, there they go. Sharice Bailey, Bro L. Wise, Cameron Lopez, Aaron Wilson, Spread the Wealth. What up? Bar Heavy, Michael Brown, what's cracking? Kimberly Bale, what up? Shark Dog, DeAndre, was that Boger? Sorry, Boger? I think that's it. It says, Al Aqua, Goddess Bunny, what up? Renwick Page, Reality Motions, Deb Moore, K Mix, Leo Fire, Guy Bryson, Kevin Corbin, what's cracking? Angela Marshall, Dirty DeMac. What's that? Fishing with Camo. That's what's up. Alice White. Man, what is this? Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? Positivity Vibrations? I think that's it. Travis Bailey, Immortal 9. What up? K Gemma 89. Ro, Amani, Top Notch Rocker. Miss Genie, what's cracking? AO Chronicles. Carmel Sky, I got you, DeAndre. True Knowledge. KB, what up? Trey Timpson, Mrs. B, Antonio Alexander. Quantum Yen, what's cracking? D Nice, what up, y'all? Darren Singleton, Robin Morgan, what's cracking? Christopher Perkins, what up? Karen Williams, Roger Roche, what's poppin', man? What's cracking? Who was that? Tyrone Terry, man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. All right, y'all. So, real quick. So, police stop packages. You guys went out. I told you guys Thursday, the 1st, was the last day that I was going to put the extra goodies into the law package. If you ordered the Great Book of Melanin Research, you got the full law package with 3 decks of flashcards and the vaccine card. So that deal, if you haven't hit it, sorry, I sent out everything actually, you sent it out yesterday. So everything's gone. So that deal's over. Sorry, guys. But I did get something in, so I'm gonna hook y'all up. I did get something. I was waiting on this for a minute just to see how these cats hooked up stuff. So for anybody, if you go get the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, again, you remember you get the police stop law package, the Know Your Rights manual, public official bonds book, you get all that. But I'm going to throw in, I got some new stuff, y'all. This is off the chain. So I got a Dragonmore cap. Oh, that shit is icy, baby. Look at that right there, baby. I don't really wear caps. My head is too small, so these ain't for me. But right here, boom, the Dragonmore cap. I got the Phoenix Moore cap. This is navy blue. This is the Phoenix Moore cap. Oh, so y'all know it got the Phoenix Moore on the side. So does this one, the Dragonmore. The Dragonmore is on the side and the front. This is the Know Your Rights Foundation. Oh, this is the icy gray with it on the side. Boom. And we got the other dragon. This is the other Dragonmore. Bam. It's the black, all black Dragonmore in white. And we got the Know Your Rights Foundation cap in black. Boom. Also with it on the side. This is the other Phoenix Moore cap. Boom. And this is the last Phoenix Moore cap, the icy This is the gray with that on the side. So, I only got a few of these. So, anybody who orders the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you will get the full package plus a cap, one of these caps. Now, first come, first serve. So if you put it in the message which one you want, if you saw all of these are all the representation, all the ones I got. So you tell me which one you want, first come, first serve. That's how it's going down. Boom. All right. Till supplies last. So only got a few of these. So if you want to, anybody hits me up this week, you're probably going to get them. Anybody who hits me up this week. So sorry for anybody who doesn't hit me up this week. But people hit me up this week, you're going to get a hat. Make sure you let me know which one you want. And then if I ran out, if somebody hit it and got it first, then I'll let y'all know. All right, but Know Your Rights Foundation volunteers. You only got, this is the last month. If you want to get over and volunteer, no more, we're not taking any more people after June 30th. We're shutting down for at least 3 months. We're whittling it down. We're cutting some fat. So we're focusing on the people that we got in. There's a lot of people in here that we have. So we're going to shut it down and bring the circle in tighter. So, and then we'll open it back up after about 3 months. But so if you want to get in before that, you have to have applied before June 30th. All right? Before June 30th. Not that you have to get in before June 30th, but if you have to apply before June 30th or on June 30th. That's the last day. All right? And so that's how it's going down. But if you want to learn the law for free, make sure you get over there to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Sign up as a volunteer. We will teach you the law for free. For free. Absolutely for free. You ain't got to do nothing. But make sure you bring your motivation. Because, again, we want self-motivated people. This is why we honing it down, whittling people out. People who are self-motivated, people who are not. Again, we want the strongest in here because this is going to be a powerful organization when we release this on the world. So make sure you get over and sign up if you want to help your community and teach these kids. Teach these kids how to stop getting smacked up on the street by the po-po. I know y'all been seeing it recently. It's going down like crazy. So make sure y'all hook that up. And real quick, people who ask me, again, the Patreon. I keep forgetting. I don't put it in the description. Sorry. So people who do want to go and do the status classes, I teach the status classes. Basically, I teach contract law. Basically how to have 1 foot in the system and keep 1 foot out. Basically, you're out of the system, but you're able to keep your documents. But those documents, you've severed the contract on those documents, so they no longer have any obligation over you. So if you want to learn how to contract and you want to get out and you want to hook your status up that way, which is the true way to do it because you're in the universe of corporations. That's the only way to really learn how to get on your status or to get your real status is to learn how to contract. So Real Nagas, patreon.com/Real Nagas. Get over there and sign up for one of the status classes at the highest level. If you're able to explain the paperwork, I give it to you for free because I do charge for it on the website. But if you go and you sign up as a student, once you're able to explain it, I give it to you for free because I need more people who know the law than I need your money. All right. So make sure I hook that up. And for people who was asking me, but y'all always ask me about Cash App. I never had a Cash App. Somebody hacked into my Cash App and they kicked me out for years. I just got it back last week, worked some things, got the Cash App back. So people, if you want to hit me on the Cash App, it's Real Nagas 9. All right. Real Nagas 9. Make sure you put the 9 after because the Real Nagas, Real Nagas without the 9 is the old Cash App. And I don't have that. The new one, Real Nagas 9. And y'all know what the 9 is about. And then make sure y'all hook up the homie Timmy Tight Top on the Weed Juice side of the game. Boom. Right here. Surprisingly sweet. Cool water. This is the watermelon mint. And watermelon mint and ginger. This is the grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear. The 2 most delicious ones that he got, I think. But I'm back on my cleanse this month, y'all. No more turkey burgers for 30 days. It sucks. No turkey burgers for 30 days. But, so I'm back on my green. I have to drink the greens. This is the kale metabolizer right here. So, damn it. Them turkey burgers were so goddamn good, y'all. Conceptual elixirs. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Them turkey burgers were so goddamn good. Woo! But because I went crazy on the turkey burgers, I had to take my time off. You got to balance it out, y'all. If y'all gonna go crazy, you got to balance it out. That's the way it is. Moderation. So I'm on my weed juice game. This is the kale metabolizer, celery, parsley, kale, apple, lime, ginger, and cayenne. Boom. Make sure you hook your game up. And then any of the anti-inflammatory. This is the turmeric. This is the black mamba with ginger, cayenne pepper, blackberry, pineapple, and apple. And then this is the ginger grenade. This one's crazy right here. This is apple, ginger, lemon, and pear. So boom, make sure y'all, if you got any inflammation in your body, joints, knees, all of that, that's what that's for. Your neck, all of that, in your back. A lot of times your bad back be inflammation in your spine, in the vertebrae. So take that inflammation down. Some of it, a lot of it is going off sugar too. If you go off sugar and meat for a little bit, that'll take inflammation down. But if you want to cheat, call Wheat Juice. That's OUIjuice.com. Tell Timmy Tight Top. And then it's 5 off juice is the code. The number 5 off juice to hook y'all up. And then last one, everybody go look up Miss Genie. My mod in here. Go look at Miss Genie's channel. If y'all haven't looked at Miss Genie's channel, go look at Miss Genie's channel. She be hooking it up, be dropping the knowledge for sure. So make sure y'all give some love to Miss Genie. Love you, girl. So make sure y'all hook her up. And because she gonna drop y'all with some of this knowledge, because I can't give it all to you. All right, y'all. Oh, and then real quick, shout everybody in the chat. I want to shout out people in the chat because I do read the chat. After I finish, because I can't really read it all when we're doing this. So I do go back and read the chat, and y'all are crazy. Y'all are funny, man. The chat be hilarious. So shout out to the chat. Y'all crazy as hell. I love it. Y'all are absolutely hilarious. So shout out to y'all. But here we go, y'all. So First one on the Naga News. we on the Naga News channel. There was a girl who got a. Did you hear about the girl? She got a 0 on her biology test for using the term biological woman. This is going crazy, y'all. We talked about the Decepticon world order last week. So she got a 0. The teacher told her the paper was beautiful, beautifully written, fact checked. Oh, boom, boom, boom. The paper was impeccable. This is what the professor told her. Your paper is impeccable. However, you can't use the word biological women. It hurts people's feelings. It excludes other people. We can't have that. We're doing that no more. Wait a minute. There is a such thing as a biological woman, but I can't say it. I can't even say it now. I can't say the term biological woman because it hurts niggas' feelings, and that's who they are. They dudes. They're dudes who believe they're women. So because it's gonna hurt men's feelings, we can't say the term biological woman anymore. This is getting... Man, she got a 0. She wrote a beautiful, like an A+. The professor told her, this is an A+ paper. But I got to give you a 0 because you're hurting people's feelings. We do feelings here. Feelings are a part of education. And if you don't take people's feelings in the heart, you don't have an education. Like, wait a minute, when the motherfucking... I got to give a shit about what people think when I'm writing down facts. When does the feelings play a part in facts? Yep, we there, y'all. It's feelings over facts. They don't give a shit about what your facts are. Did you hear me? Kind of like a woman when you're in a relationship. Woman don't give a shit about what your logic is. She don't want you to fix the problem. She just wants you to listen to her. Y'all women know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all be sitting in an argument for 3 hours with a nigga trying to fix the goddamn problem. And then all you want them to do, I just want to be heard. I just want you, do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't give a shit if I'm feeling it. If it's just my feelings. I just need to be heard. That's kind of what they saying right now. That's where we at right now in the world. They have taken on that mentality. No facts. It's all about my feelings. Then, in that world, did you see that Disney? Did you see the video of Disney out here? This is out here in California, in the Disneyland out here in California. There was a man in the little girls in the little what was it in the Disneyland store. It was like a little girl shop, little girl fairy shop, and there was a dude. Like the dude with the other dude, but there was a dude with a mustache in a damn in a little dress greeting the little girls when it's only supposed to be women, female, biological women. It's only supposed to be biological women in there. They got a fucking big ass, grown ass, burly nigga with motherfucker look like with a Sasquatch, with some Sasquatch hair on his lip. Talking about welcome to the nigga, because you raising your voice, nigga, don't mean that fucking big ass, fucking hairy ass lip disappeared, nigga. What the fuck? That nigga had so much hair. This nigga had a comb for it in his pocket. This nigga, well, girls, come in here. We're gonna hook you up with the fairy. This nigga, like nigga, you put your mustache comb back in your pocket and get the fuck out the girls' fairies shop. Nope. That's what Disney pushing. They done told you already. This is what we pushing. You better get on with the program, nigga. ESG, CEI, DEI, niggas. We got all them initials we got to answer to. You better get on board, nigga. CEI, DEI, nigga, and ESG. If you see them, nigga, them motherfucking 9 initials, we got to fucking follow. Them 9 goddamn initials, nigga. You better get on board. So, y'all better get a hold of your children. Disney didn't tell anybody that they were going to do this. They were going to have this change. Women just walked up in, and the woman who took the video, she actually wasn't even pissed about it. She thought it was cool. She took the video, and she thought it was all good ideas. Oh my God, look at she was being woke and thinking, oh my God, like Disney has a man dressed in a woman's dress and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, when that video got out there, they were like, what the entire fuck are you doing, Disney? Y'all with that bullshit. So Disney is with the bullshit. They've been with the bullshit. When the executive said last year that she was just amazed that she was able to put all kind of gay and queer stuff in all these Disney projects and nobody was stopping her on her not so secret gay agenda. She said that. Now, you want to be gay? You go ahead and do what you go ahead and do you. If you're an adult, you want to be gay, you do what the fuck you want. That's you. But you promoting that shit to kids, told you, the kids is off limits. You don't mess with the kids. That's when you fucked up. They really messed up when they came after the kids. They don't understand. They underestimated the love that the world has for children. And you not corrupting these children. And they really messed up. Because you see, Target lost $13 billion. $13 billion. And it's still going, that shit is like this. It was like Bud Light. It was Bud Light. It looked like their stock looks like Bud Light stock when everybody was on Bud Light. Now Bud Light, like, nigga, they off our head? God damn. Damn, finally goddamn, nigga, what the fuck? Bud Light, like, shit, finally they got to somebody else, nigga. They still talking about us? Well, look at Target. What a nigga? Target. Nigga, look at Target. Bud Light, a nigga, Target. Nigga, Target is for the bullshit too. Like, no, Bud Light, you still with the fuckery, nigga. But Target is definitely with the bullshit, with the pride displays, right in front with the children shit. And again, why is this community getting so much goddamn publicity? Nobody has ever explained why that community gets all the goddamn publicity and the marketing. They get all the marketing. Period. They get all the goddamn marketing on that side of the game. Veterans Day, and now, you fight for America. That's that's on you, whatever it is. But hey, you was gangster enough to go out there and risk your life. So shout out to you. They get 1 day. 1 day. But this nigga, you can go out, nigga, and risk your life for this goddamn country, and you get a day of praise. But nigga, if you throw on a rainbow costume, nigga, and twerk twerk at the White House, you get a whole goddamn month, nigga. That's what Biden really want, nigga. That's Biden's secret room behind the Oval Office. Biden got the little twerky freak room. That's where this nigga hold this little A. Hey, you got the pass for the? Oh, you ain't got the pass. Oh, nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. No, what room? I don't know nothing about no trans party room behind the Oval Office. I don't know nothing about that, huh? What do you? Ukraine, baby, Russia, Ukraine. Biden lost his goddamn mind, but he's part of it. Then there was a professor who came out who said she was her name is Camille Paglia. Y'all can look her up. So this professor, she came out, she gave a lecture where she talked about how Decepticon mania, Transformer mania, is a sign of cultural collapse. That's when the culture starts to focus primarily on sex, which is essentially on the spiritual side of the tip. Sex is the low vibration. It's root chakra number 2. That's where you're in the genital part, because you got the sacral chakra, which is up under there, and then you got the root chakra right here. I mean, the sex chakra number 2, right there. So you got the sacral, and then right here. So then that's a low vibration to have the world on. Sex. Whereas crown chakra is knowledge, enlightenment, consciousness, right? So we got everybody vibrating down here. That's what they want. I mean, you're vibrating on the lowest level possible. And that's what they want to push. And so that's when society starts to collapse and fold in on itself. Because they wanted to, again, they're trying to push this one world order shit. And the people who are in charge of the one world order are foreign corporations. These are now, again, foreign corporations are allowed to be citizens, which is crazy, but they're persons. And then they're allowed to be a citizen of a country. Now, they don't have all the rights of a citizen, but they are a legal person which they can be a citizen. So most of these foreign countries are immigrants. If you take them in that term, as a citizen, they would be immigrant citizens. But they don't really give a shit about the laws of America and what made America great, which is the freedom of America. They come from other countries where they rule. They're in control of these other countries where they don't have freedom of speech. They don't have, excuse me, a constitution like us where they got Fourth Amendment rights and First Amendment rights and all of that shit. They don't have that. So they're trying to move and push that over here. Now, everybody in America and everybody in the government over here, and I would say 99% or 98% of the people in the government in America has been co-opted. They all have been co-opted by money. You have no true people in the government really anymore. There may be a couple of people who look like who may be kind of cool, but they, you don't get there unless you do some fuckery. So, everybody is under the corruption dollar. So again, America, these foreign corporations, they hate you for your freedom. That's what Bush said. They hate us for our freedom. But he was talking about them corporations who really run America. So this is the fall of America, or the beginning. You're seeing the beginning stages of the fall of America. And then you got to figure out what is your part? Where do you maneuver in that? Because it's so goddamn corrupt, it can't go on. You literally, the government doesn't care about anything real. They don't care about law. They don't care about nothing, nothing real. So when the government gets to that, where you have no other recourse, that's when the universe tears that shit down and builds up something new. So Are you going to let them be in control of the new thing, or are you going to be in control of the new stuff? That's the question. They're trying to engineer it for them. That nigga Klaus Schwab said at the WEF, he said, we must be prepared for a more angry world. And we need to engineer the world to prepare for this anger. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Wait a minute. Why is the world just gonna be an angry ass world? Who making the world angry, nigga? It's your bitch ass, nigga. Otherwise, people just, if you leave people alone, ain't nobody pissed. If you're not pushing race shit on them, you're not pushing trans shit on them, you're not pushing fucking poor shit on them, you're not pushing all this bullshit. If you leave people the fuck alone, ain't nobody pissed. But because you in people's asses, he knows we're ramping up the anger. So in order to stave off the anger, we need to be prepared. He said we need to engineer the new world for what's coming. That nigga said that. Roger Rose, appreciate you. Said they got LGBT Nabisco cookie pancakes. What? oh, packages. Nabisco cookie packages too for Pride Month. Rainbow cookies. Yeah, man, it's all over. It's all over. The corporations make money off of this. But that's again, it's part of the CEI, DEI, ESG. Those 9 letters. 9 goddamn letters are running the world right now. And that's beautiful. It's number 9. That's God number. But it's the fuckery though. They're doing it under fuckery. So those letters are controlling the world because they don't get any investments. They don't get the good credit score. They don't get positioned in the corporate index. They fall in the corporate index. So when you go to invest in these corporations, the broker gives you a list of corporations to invest in, and then you look at the list, and the list is based off of those damn scores. So when you looking, and then you're gonna see a corporation way down there, their scores way down there, you're not gonna invest in that corporation. So this is how they're doing that. So, and again, a culture usually collapses before the fall of a nation. So this is what you're looking at. Now, does it have to happen? Absolutely not. We don't have to let it happen. But so many goddamn people are asleep to it. Unless you mash out and start waking people up and start spreading the goddamn information, ain't nothing gonna pop off. So it's being pushed like crazy. Did you see Janelle Monae video? I know you seen it. One of the greatest goddamn videos and one of the worst videos of all time. Like, it's simultaneously one of the greatest and worst videos of all time. Yo, Transcendental says you will own nothing and like it. That's right. There will be food shortages. Well, that's what that was a quote from Klaus Schwab. Did y'all wait a minute real quick before I get into Janelle Monae? Did y'all see the video that the person made, the girl made, and she dressed up like Klaus Schwab, and the song was it was about the Don't Worry, Be Happy song, but she said, own nothing, be happy. She's dancing around like Klaus Schwab. If y'all haven't seen that video, go look at that shit. It's own nothing, be happy. And it's a girl dressed up like Klaus Schwab with a whole song made off the Don't Worry, Be Happy shit. That shit is hilarious. Kimberly Bell, thank you. Chick-fil-A, yep, is on the chopping block, yep. Now that the Christian owner done died, and they done left they got a new melanated DEI, head of DEI at Chick-fil-A, and he going to push all of this. So now that the Christian owner is gone, we can start doing that. We can start fucking up the corporation now. But Janelle Monae, goddamn, that girl's so fine. God damn it, Bobby. God damn, that girl is so goddamn fine. Holy crap. Man. But why in the hell, girl? You done turned away from the God, the divine masculine. What? Oh my God. So they put Janelle Monae on it. And then obviously that's going to influence a whole generation of girls to be like that. Lipstick on my neck. I'm gonna do more than put lipstick on your neck, tell you that. Tell you that. Testosterone do way more than put lipstick on your neck, girl. Tell you that. You better get with the real. But they trying to flip it. They trying to flip it using Janelle Monae. Then I want to give a shout out real quick. If y'all haven't seen this girl, her name is Nishi. It's NISSCEE.social. Go check her channel out. I give shout outs to women who are, you know, the goddess, the divine feminine, who are not being controlled by this system. She got dope videos breaking out, and she's very, very smart, very articulate, and fine as hell. What up, Nishi, girl? What up, girl? Out in Canada. Man, if I had a passport, woo, she Caribbean too? Oh man, y'all go check her out. But she's giving a good break. She gives great breakdowns of this movement trying to take over natural femininity. She gives great commentary. So more women need to get involved and speak up. If y'all don't, it'll take over. This is only happening because women are allowing this to happen. Do y'all know that? That's the only reason this is happening. If all y'all women stood up and said, these motherfucking niggas with balls ain't women, nigga, you got balls. You are not a woman. If y'all stood up and said that and didn't participate in their psychosis, it would end tomorrow. The transgenders trying to be in athletes, if all those women, they got at the starting block, soon as the shit went off, the Decepticon, she took off, and then all the other women, he took off, and all the other women just stayed there and like, look at this crazy motherfucker. None of y'all just stop. Don't run. Don't participate. It's easy as that. So shout out to her. Again, her channel is Nishi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Nishi. NISSCEE.social. So check her out and tell her Real Naga sent you and he coming for her out in Canada. But again, women need to get involved, and she's gotten involved and she's doing it, and she's getting she's getting the publicity on the pushback, which is what we need more energy on. Then did y'all see what happened at woke Twitter? They the What Is a Woman movie. If y'all haven't seen What Is a Woman, y'all need to check that out. But they were gonna put it on Twitter the other night for free and let everybody see it, because you know Elon's supposed to have the free speech app now, and everybody's supposed to talk free speech. They put it on there and then they suppressed it. They suppressed the damn movie. And so then they was like, Elon, you bitch ass nigga, fuck you, whoop, 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 whoop. And so Elon's over in China trying to look at they Neuralink monkey that they got over there, and it's probably some other shit. So he over in China, and he getting text like, nigga, what? So he looked at it and he was like, well, yeah, it's gonna get shadow banned. It'll be seen, but it won't be seen by people who don't want to see it. Blah blah blah. Basically, it's shadow ban. He was saying, oh, we're gonna shadow ban it, but I think but some crazy shit happened because he must have really looked into it, and then the nigga looked at the shit and he went off. Basically, it was some woke people still in Twitter censoring people on Twitter for misgendering people, because they said the movie had the movie got banned or shadow banned because there was 2 times in the movie out of the whole goddamn hour and a half movie. It was 2 times Matt Walsh was misgendered somebody, right? So they had to take it off. That violated the rules. But those rules supposedly changed. Those rules, Elon had said nobody gets kicked off for misgendering no more. So somebody inside Twitter, the woke motherfuckers, was still doing it. So this motherfucker went crazy. This nigga said, all y'all niggas fired. He's still a bitch ass nigga for hiring that bitch from the WEF. But this one right now, that nigga did this shit the other night. He went in there, he fired everybody in the that department, the security department. He fired all them niggas. Then he put the movie on his Twitter and said every parent needs to watch this movie, which y'all do. If you haven't seen that movie, What Is a Woman, everybody need to watch that movie. But the woke movement is thick, and they got agents and ninjas all over the place, and this nigga thought he had cleared all of them out of Twitter, and they was in there still fucking shit up. But do y'all understand this movement? Man, it's a battle right now, y'all. It is a major battle. They are trying to change the world through culture, but really what they're doing is they're using that as a distraction so you don't see them connecting, doing the one world order connection. So they're distracting you with bullshit. So this Decepticon shit is bullshit. Then the engineer of this is your boy Barack Obese. He's the engineer of all this. This is broken off in a book. Go check this book out. This book is crazy. I just read some excerpts online. But Barack Obama, there's a book by this cat named Larry Sinclair. And the book is called Barack Obama and Larry Sinclair. And then this is the subtitle, Cocaine, Sex, Lies, and Murder. Go type that into your Google right now. Barack Obama and Larry Sinclair, Cocaine, Sex, Lies, and Murder. And so in there, because they're giving this, I saw this cat in an interview, and he was talking about the book. So in the book, he talked about how allegedly, where's the chick? Allegedly, Barack was at the hotel, met him at the hotel, and he gave Barack some top, and then Michelle was there too, knew it. Oh shit, Michelle, hey, I don't know nothing. All I know is allegedly in this book, he said he was at the hotel, gave Barack some top, Michelle was there too. He bounced, Barack called him back for some more top. Hey, that's allegedly. It's in the book. Hey, Roger Rose, appreciate you. Nishi, yeah, he said Nishi is gorgeous. He went there. Yes, she is. Actually, she is gorgeous for sure. Divine goddess. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you look, you gonna look at that girl Nishi. How in the hell can dude like a man when you got something out there that look like that? Y'all niggas crazy. You kidding me? Nishi, I'm coming out to Canada, girl. But Barack Obama, allegedly. So, and then who signed the law of the marriage law? He's the one who he did start all this with the marriage thing. That was Barack Obama. He's the one who signed the alphabet soup marriage law. So, hey, I don't know, y'all. I don't know nothing. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. He said, what? Holy shit, what you just say? Turd what? Oh, I can't say. You gonna get me trying to get me banned off of YouTube. That was funny though. See, the chat is funny. Go look at what he said. He called it turd. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say the rest. God damn, he's funny. Moving along though. Did y'all hear about the women from Lululemon? They tried to stop some dudes. Did y'all see the video of the cats robbing Lululemon? Hey, that shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. Them niggas was masked up, hoodied up, and they were just running in there, just snatching shit out of Lululemon and bouncing. Boom, boom. They was hitting juke moves around the girl. She was jumped in front of them, trying to stop. Y'all need to stop. She said, bah, boom. He juked her. Went around, bow. Took out the door. So they was trying to stop him. So they called the police. You're not supposed, like you're supposed to do. You call the police. Somebody robbing your store. What do? You call the police. You're supposed to, right? No, you're not. They got fired. They got fired for calling the police on people who was robbing the store. Wait a minute. I'm trying to protect your merchandise. I didn't jump. I didn't hit them. I didn't do any of that physical. I just called the police and they said, nah, y'all bitches got to go. They're two sisters too. It was two sisters. They said, y'all bitches got to go. They were like, what? So, man, shout out to them sisters. Man, if y'all don't take y'all shoes off, it's half of y'all in here with your shoes on. Ah, boy, I don't play that shit. I'll start roundhousing and push kicking and elbowing y'all up in here. Y'all better, boy, take your shoes off. That means hit the like button for people who don't understand the lingo, the coding up in here. Take your shoes off before you enter people's homes. Boom. So the two women, they got arrested. I mean, not arrested, but they got fired for calling the police. Do y'all see where this world is going? Like, they're ramping up. You're able to commit crime. Why are they doing all of this? Why are they able to letting people commit crimes and letting people out of jail for like crazy ass crimes, and you can't arrest, you can't even stop nobody. Excuse me, you can't stop nobody if you see them robbing the store or even call the goddamn police. That's insane. The fact that you can't call the police is insane. Why are they doing that? Why are they ramping up all of this shit? Because eventually, when they decide that we're going to clamp down on it, it's going to be a serious mash. Because they just said they just allowed $300,000 worth of robot dogs in LA. I thought it was only New York. We was straight. LA, we was good. New York, they stopped it and then they sent the shit over here. Thanks, New York. Appreciate y'all niggas. Bitch ass niggas. Keep your damn robot dogs in New York, please. But now LA got the dogs. So they are ramping this shit up. They are about to turn this into some crazy ass Robocop, futuristic. They've been watching too much TV, y'all. They've been watching too much TV. They've been watching too much goddamn TV. They really think they can do what they seen in the movie, that stuff can really happen in real life. But you have the human spirit. They are underestimating the human spirit. That's the fact. That's what they ain't factoring into all of this bullshit. The will to be free and not be subject to niggas. That ain't going nowhere. That's why there's been so many revolutions and wars in history. Because people want to be free, goddammit. Other people trying to enslave them. Other motherfuckers, they said, fuck you, bitch, I'm free. So that still is going to be here. They're not going to be able to do that. But did you see the security guard? They allowed the security guard. He said, did I see the unpassed recognition that pedophiles a human right? No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. But the security guard who shot the shoplifter. Did y'all see the security guard who shot the shoplifter? Now, the girls, that's crazy, because, well, I guess he's a security guard, and he said he was in fear of his life, which the girl didn't have. She didn't, like, dude, you had a gun. Even if she had a knife, there was nothing in her hand. But even if she had a knife, nigga, you got a gun. What danger? And he had already, like, smacked her up. They had already gotten into a fight, because I think it was a transgender girl. So it was a dude, but it was a girl who was dressed up like a dude. So they had already gotten into a fight. He had already smacked her up and shown that he can handle hand to hand with the person. So why you pull out your gun and kill this person? That was absolute bullshit. But this is where we are headed, y'all. You're talking about America getting, I mean, and they deserve it. America, the corporation, deserves it because it's built on destruction and murder and, lies and deceit and, I mean, every goddamn thing that you can think of, messed up thing that you can think of, America has done that to gain power and sustain power. So these cats do that like there's no karmic energy that they have to pay back from that. Like they haven't seen all these goddamn empires in history rise and fall because of the fuckery. But they think, oh no, not us. Nope. That ain't gonna happen to us. But this shit is jumping off. Y'all gotta start learning the law because they're going to start using the law against y'all because they know that none of y'all know anything. They're gonna ramp up a bunch of new laws. Excuse me. They're gonna ramp up a bunch of new laws that they know y'all don't know anything about, and you won't even have the will to go learn about, but you'll just be subject to them. So, man, you got to get out there, start learning the law. realnuggets.com. for the package, or knowyourrightsfoundation.com.org if you want to volunteer to learn the law for free. Then they had the Bilderberg meeting. This is moving right along. They had the Bilderberg meeting. This this year in Portugal. They had to find that out. So whenever they hold a Bilderberg meeting, y'all, you know they getting ready to do some shit. This is where they talk about doing something. And whatever they hold at the Bilderberg meeting, it usually plays out in the next few months to a year. So, you know, or so. So like right before Barack Obama was elected president, he went to the Bilderberg meeting. Then a few months later, boom, he was elected president. So y'all need to be aware of what's going on. And Henry Kissinger, he was there. He just had his 100th birthday. This evil ass nigga. This nigga evil as hell. I mean, nigga, he is evil on wheels because he can't walk no more. This nigga in the wheelchair. So this nigga's evil on wheels. Evil Knievel. Nigga, he the new Evil Knievel. This motherfucker went to the, he was at the Bilderberg meeting. They were celebrating his 100th birthday. Now, he's considered one of the most deadly people in the history of the world. He's killed millions of people, or his policies have killed millions of people. But where did those policies that helped to kill all those people were implemented at the Bilderberg meeting that he's been going to since 1957. This nigga has been going to every Bilderberg meeting since 1957. What is that? Like, goddamn, that's almost 70 years? This nigga's been going to the Bilderberg meetings? This nigga owned the Bilderberg at this point. But, so watch out for the fuckery, because the Bilderberg just got together and all the media were there. Pretty much all the media heads were there. So what do they have planned for you niggas? We're going to get into that in a second. I have an idea. We're going to get into that. But before we do, did you hear the new study? The new study, they suggest that Native Americans, which are, you got Aboriginal Americans, which is the melanated. Then you got Native Americans, which is the people who came after. So when I hear them say Native American, I think they're talking about them other people, not the Aboriginals. But they throw that all in. They talk about them like they're the original people on this planet, right? So, I mean, on this landmass in America. So they said the Native Americans were descended from Asians. Native Americans were descended from Asians, most likely Japanese. Most likely Japanese. Forget all the goddamn Olmecs and the melanated Indians that they see over here. No, don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about that, nigga. We know they got drones on the wall. We know all you niggas is melanated. We know the name of America in the 1800s was the copper-colored people of the Americas. We know all of that, nigga. But you Japanese. Wait a minute. And them motherfuckers got that harder. Like, goddamn, nigga, wait a minute. I don't sound nothing like no nigga from Japan. But we descended from Asians. Japanese. Now, if you understand the history of America, then you know that that's kind of true. Sort of. So, this is, what's my man who does a great breakdown of this? Hold on. So, everybody know Dr. Clyde Winters? Yes, is African Empires, African Empires in Ancient America. Go check this book out right here. African Empires in Ancient America by Dr. Clyde Winters. And he got videos too where he be breaking this stuff off on YouTube, so you can check that out. But he breaks down the whole But not just him though. This more is that there's another book called Cave of the Ancients. It's a very little tiny book. In that book, it talked about how when the Chinese, because they saw, so basically the land bridge, when the land bridge was up, they said they migrated over from Asia during the land bridge, when the land bridge was connecting, right? Or when the ice bridge or whatever was connecting. So the Chinese, they came over here. But so that's what they talk about in this book, The Cave of the Ancients. But it talks about when they came over here, they found all these African kings sitting in thrones with panthers. It talks about that in that book. These Asian explorers, they left writings of when they came to the Americas, what they found. And they found royal niggas sitting in thrones with panthers. So that's in that book, Cave of the Ancients. You can also check out, again, African Empires in Ancient America by Dr. Clyde Winters, breaking off a whole bunch of this stuff. But basically, it was the Asians, when they came over here, they mixed with the Olmecs, who are already over here, who had been here for thousands of years. Olmecs, and that's the Olmecs that came over. The Olmecs are the descendants of the Dogon, who traveled over here when the Earth was connected. So, in the Pangea. So, this is how you get the light-skinned, modern, looking Native American. It is a blend of the Asian, the non-melanated Asian that you see today, and the Olmecs. Transcendental, appreciate you, brother. You said the WF formed in 1971 when Kissinger was Secretary of State. Also when he ditched the gold standard. Yep. That's also when they ditched the gold standard. Yep, 71. So, yeah, Kissinger is full of shit. He is the biggest killer that they done ever had. But so the Native Americans, so again, this is to me, them trying to take the Aboriginal land, the title, your inheritance, away from you. Because that's around the world, indigenous status or Aboriginal status is the highest status in the world. That's in the UN recognizes it. Every country recognizes the indigenous people of wherever they are. The highest status. So, but if I say, America, nigga, you niggas is a bunch of Japanese niggas. You bunch of red dot niggas. If I say that, you a bunch of Tekken, you a bunch of niggas playing Tekken. Oh, you get. If I say y'all that, then you lose. Then you're right to the land. So let me just push that narrative that all you niggas over there is Japanese, or the people who are the ancient inhabitants of that landmass are the Japanese, or just Asian, period. But we all know, if you know your history, the melanated people are indigenous everywhere on the planet, especially here in America. So fuck them doctors or them research that they pulled out, because that's absolutely full of crap. You go back to the Lenni Lenape, who was over here. That's part of where I'm from. I'm Lenape and Cherokee. But if you go back to the Lenni Lenape, which means we the people, that's where they get we the people from the Lenni Lenape, we the people, or we the original people. In their history, they say they've been here for 15,000 years. 15,000 years they've been here. So where them Asians come from? Where them Asians come in at? Huh? Where them niggas come in? So again, full of shit. Know your heritage, especially people, melanated people in America. If you're in America, most likely you are Aboriginal to the Americas. There are some cats who are definitely brought here, or descendants from the slaves that were brought here, but that was a very small amount. Only 3% to 5% of the slave trade went to North America. So it's very small, very few. Like over the whole course of the slave trade, only 188,000 slaves made it to North America. But at one point, there was recorded of 4 million slaves in America. Where all the rest of them goddamn slaves come from? You niggas was already here. You niggas was already here. So again, Japanese. You niggas is Japanese. Hey, nigga, where my sake? I need somebody to hook me up with some sake. Hey, nigga, that sake you made? It was niggas, hey, nigga, that sake. Sake. Hey, nigga, have y'all seen The Last Dragon? This suki uki hot sake su. You sock it to me, I sock it to you. Everybody, come on, suki uki hot. Them Asian niggas that was dancing around singing like they was niggas. Come on, that shit was hilarious. So shout out to The Last Dragon, one of my favorite movies of all time. Bruce Leroy. Playtime's over, boy. Who's the meanest? Who's the prettiest? Showing up. So, moving along. Shout out to Showing Up. The baddest mofo low down around this town. Showing Up. Yeah, the Shogun of Harlem. But, so moving along. There's a new study by Dr. John Ioannidis. Go look him up. Ioannidis. It's Ioannidis. Dr. Ioannidis. Now, yo, Suge Mac, appreciate you. You say history class is in session. Hey, what's up? So, Dr. Ioannidis, in his new study, they showed the fatality rate for the Boogie V, you know, the COVID-19, the fatality rate for people under 70 was 0.1%. Not 1%, 0.1%. Like, nigga, you ain't even at a percent. Nowhere near it. You at 0.1%. And for those people under 59, 0.35%. But they told you niggas was dropping dead all over the place. Nigga, greatest thirst fear of all time. We're all gonna die. Like, wait a minute, nigga. And we knew back then they were talking about it was only 97%. 99% is what we heard was the biggest number. 99% of the people it didn't affect. But it was even better than that. It was 0.1%, not even a percent did it take out. But we shut down the whole goddamn world for a V that only took out 0.1% of the population. These niggas are so full of shit. And then they want you to believe there's another one coming. Like they can pull that shit off again. They done played that card. There's no way that they can do that one again. No way possible that they can pull that bag of tricks out again. But they're gonna do something different. We're gonna talk about it in a second. 0.1% or to 0.35%. That's absolutely nuts. So now they're starting to release the numbers because now they don't care. They think, oh, they've gotten all the Boogie V's on the schedules, meaning your children have to take them now in school, so it really doesn't matter. You can't sue them. The law states that you can't sue them. So now they don't care. And now all you starting to hear is about bullshit coming out from the Boogie V. Because there's a new, because you heard about that. So this is how they covered it up. Yo, who's that? Bio 1656, thank you. Says the original Japanese before, yeah, we original Asians, for sure. We all know that. But I was just talking about this time frame. But yeah, the original Japanese before China colonized it were black, for sure. But the way they were shutting all this stuff down was the P.F. Pfizer bakery paid off everybody. And that's not an exaggeration. The P.F. Pfizer bakery, they set aside an allotment of money to give to damn near every organization, medical organization, news organization, any fact-check organization They gave money to everybody, universities. So if they came in and so they didn't do any studies. I mean, they gave billions upon billions of dollars so that nobody said anything. So that just came out, the whole list of organizations that P.F. Pfizer Bakery gave money to. You can see the list. I didn't copy all the shit down, but in the video you can see all the people that, because they released they had to release this information. This was a P.F. Pfizer Bakery released this in their report. So they showed how many people they had paid off, right? This is from 2001. So, man, it was crazy. They paid off damn near every goddamn organization and business that you can think of in America. That's why you saw vax that thing up, vax the thing up, vax the thing up, vax the thing up. Fucking niggas vax that thing up? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, juvenile. Vax the thing up, vax the thing up. Nigga, you want money for weed? We'll give you money for weed if you go and they gave money to everybody. That was promoted by P.F. Pfizer Bakery. So then, did you see the story about how uncupcake blood is in high demand? Uncup, and this is in hospitals. We ain't talking about in socially, even as socially too. If you've been out there in the dating, nigga, people who know, they don't want nobody who's touched the cupcake. Nigga, you been eating them cupcakes? You look a little fat around the edges right there, nigga. I don't fuck with nobody who fuck with them cupcakes, them experimental tofu and bean curd cupcakes. Tofu and bean curd quinoa. Nope, I don't fuck with you. So, uncupcake blood is on the rise, is on the high demand. So shout out to all y'all who didn't get it. But what that mean is niggas who ain't cupcake gonna start coming up missing. Y'all better watch your back. Watch your back. We don't know. If that's on high demand. These blood banks and stuff don't want cupcake. They don't want cupcake blood. So, who runs them blood banks? And if they don't want cupcake blood, where they gonna get their own cupcake blood from? Because I know a lot of niggas most people who give blood probably are cupcake. People who don't mind needles in their arm and shit. So where they gonna find the uncupcake blood from? No, I'm just kidding. But nigga, they gonna find it somewhere. They need it. They need the uncupcake blood. That's what they said. It's on the rise. And then you saw what the cupcake did to our brother, Jamie. Jamie, damn it, man. Allegedly. Sorry. Allegedly. But it came out. It was some people who real close to the situation said this one cat, he was adamant about it. He broke it down in his little interview. He's close to the family. That nigga said, "Yep." That shit was a B cleasy, a B clot that he got from the cupcake that he didn't want to take because he had to do this movie with Cameron Diaz, and so he didn't want to take it. Apparently, there was some stuff that happened on the set a week before where he went off on people, fired a bunch of people. Apparently, they couldn't get him out of it. And he took it and boom. Now, why the hell you didn't do what Ice Cube did? Ice Cube said, fuck, I ain't doing that shit. He was right in the middle of a movie. They wanted Ice Cube to take it for his movie. And he was going to make $9 million on that. He was making $9 million on that. He gave up to $9 million. Like, nope. Nigga, $9 million ain't worth my life. But Jamie, you could have did the same thing. No, kick me out of the movie. Find somebody else. One of the most talented people of all time. Why would you risk that energy, man? They are taking out all our gods. Why would you risk that, man? But he did. I guess for the paycheck. I don't know if he couldn't get out of it or not, but you can get out of that. Nobody can force you to do that. And man, the B Cleasy hit him and he had a stroke, allegedly. So, damn. Man, that hurt right there. Jamie, because when you get a blood clot, I don't know if y'all know about blood clots, man. Blood clots don't, and you got a stroke, and you lost oxygen to the brain, that's some stuff that most people don't recover from. You ain't the same. When you lose oxygen to the brain, you are not the same. Like, to me, Martin, y'all know about Martin, when Martin had a heat stroke. When he was out there and he was running, he was jogging, and he had all his, and it was like 100-something degrees outside, and this nigga out in the valley running, or wherever he was, where it was super hot out here in Southern California, and he's running in a beanie and sweatsuit and all that, and he had a heat stroke, right? So, to me, Martin was never the same after that. Go look at Martin's first 3 seasons before he had the heat stroke. Then go look at seasons 4 and 5 after he came back. That nigga, he lost something. He was so fast and funny and quick with it. And then he came back and that nigga was just like, but his energy, it's crazy that he could come back from that because his energy was so on 10,000 that he could lose a bunch of it and still do a TV show. That's how dope Martin was. But you can see, anybody who can see that, who understands who Martin was before that, before the heat stroke, you know he different after that. And I was a Martin fanatic on that show. Because he Aries. That show about me. Kicking niggas out, that's me. Get the fuck out. You want to learn about Aries? Watch Martin. I kick people out. So shout out to Jamie Foxx. Man, we can put the energy out there. There's no impossibilities out here. There's no impossibilities. I've seen miracles happen. My cousin, he got shot with a .357 Magnum 4 times. Man, Christopher Clark, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So my little cousin, one day, we was chilling at the house, and we heard some shots outside. And his mom was in the room, and there was no reason for her to think that was her son, because he used to work at the phone company, AT&T, and he got home, and he had just been home for like 10 minutes. He went to the store. Nothing to do with any gangsters out there, right? But we knew the people in the hood. So he goes to the store. He meets his homeboy. He sees his homeboy at the store. His homeboy didn't tell him that he had gotten to it with some Mexicans early on. So when they go to the store, they see the Mexicans. His homeboy take off and didn't tell him. He's looking at the homeboy like, "What you running for, nigga?" And so the Mexicans saw him and thought they was both the same thing. They was both part of the same gang or some shit. And they came over and pulled out the .357 and shot my cousin 4 times. 1 in the neck. Now, when I heard that, we heard the shots. We all ran over there. I was one of the first people to get to him. Everybody was around him. They had a circle. I pushed everybody away. And boom, I went down and I grabbed his hand because I can see him not breathing. And I told him to use some of my energy. Use some of my energy. And I stayed with him. I talked to him. I told him, don't go to the other side. No matter what, if you feel like going over there, don't go over there. We still need you over here. I was telling him all kind of stuff, right? So then the ambulance get him. They rush him down to Cedars-Sinai. Then there's a bunch of people there. We get there and we do this mass meditation prayer for him in the room, right? And this nigga's leaking. 4 shots with a .357 Magnum. Anybody know what .357 Magnum is? One would take your arm off. So he shot. Do y'all know that he not only lived, this nigga recovered in a month? 1 month. Completely, perfectly fine. This nigga's in Arkansas right now living a hell of a life. Chilling. shot 4 times the 357 Magnum, but we threw so much energy into healing him that day. That nigga, that energy went crazy. Healed him in a month. And the doctor said he should be dead. The doctor, when they rolled him in there, said we have no idea how he's alive. He said we see people shot with way less gunshots than this. They come in, they're dead on the spot. They said we don't have any idea how he's alive. This nigga recovered in a month. So just said that to show you that the power of consciousness, the power of thought is great. So if we all collectively put that energy out there for Jamie Foxx, that he's gonna be well, and we constantly put that energy out there, that he's gonna get better, that energy is gonna flow, and make the connection in harmony once again, then that will happen. So let's put that energy out there for the brother Jamie Foxx. Love that brother. Funny as hell, one of the funniest niggas ever. And they need to stop taking our guys away. And then what they're doing, something called the name of this whole game is called directed evolution, right? They're trying to engineer us into this new species. But that's what came out in the Pfizer video, the P.F. Pfizer video from Project Veritas, when they exposed that I think he was like a vice president or something at P.F. Pfizer, and he said that P.F. Pfizer Bakery was taking the Boogie V and engineering it to be that's what he called it. He said they were directed evolution, because they wanted to keep engineering it so that it kept being strong, so that they can keep making cupcakes for it. So y'all, this ain't going away, like, just because we ain't hearing about it no more. These niggas are still pushing this on the back end. So, and they catch it and they got our brother with it, man. Man, Jamie, oh man, why did you do that, man? Just say no. Fuck that money. Shit, man. Fuck Cameron Diaz. Fuck that bitch. She ain't done a movie in 18 years. You can do a movie with Cameron Diaz. Fuck that bitch. But so now, moving along. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Did you guys hear about? So they held NASA held a meeting on UFOs, right? Because they had some new videos, some new stuff came out about some aircrafts and in the skies and the ocean. They wanted to give a breakdown of some aircraft UFOs that were seen over the skies and the ocean. So guess what they told us? Shit. Guess what they told us? We need more data. Sorry, guys. We need more data. Hey, sorry. Wait a minute. Don't worry about me, man. Don't worry. I know we need more data. Don't worry about the fucking alien I got. Don't worry about little muck that's in my garage watching Independence Day. Fuck that. Don't worry about little muck. Muck, are you okay? Okay. Muck is good. Look, we need more data. Look, don't worry about the aliens I got. No, don't worry about the alien I got working in my shop. Don't worry about that. Like, nigga, wait a minute. NASA. So NASA, first of all, if y'all don't know, NASA's been taken over by the military, Pentagon. NASA's part of the Pentagon. It was supposed to be a private agency, but the Pentagon took it over. So you think they're going to tell you some shit? You think they're going to tell you some shit? So I already told you, though, about the video. Damn, I forgot the name of the damn video. What was the video I told y'all to go watch with the dude? What was it? I know it's Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, but what was the other one? It was what was it? Put it in the chat, y'all. I forgot the video I told y'all, but those are the two videos that I told y'all to go check out. That breaks down the real military people who went and found the aliens and worked with them and took the ship apart and, and did all of that. The real cats. These NASA cats is full of shit. They got an alien named Lil Muck that's been working for the fucking government, nigga, for 35 years, nigga. This nigga got a paycheck he getting for 35 years, and they need more data. So, no alien news for you guys. Sorry. Oh, even though we all know we are aliens, but they're not gonna release anything. But Jeremy Corbell, who was the dude who brought out the video, the documentary on Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is the main dude who started all this, y'all. So if y'all don't know, but so he did that video on Bob Lazar, breaking down his videos from 30 years ago. And he showed a new video of this crazy aircraft. Y'all need to go check that out. He showed it on Breaking Points. So go to the YouTube channel Breaking Points. He showed it last week. So he shows the new video. It shows the alien crazy shit in the sky. There's lights that come, man. So again, NASA says they need more data. But Jeremy Corbell, who got this video from somebody in the government, they sent it to him a couple years ago. And he was vetting it, but they need more data. But they just sent this video. He got a video with a fucking big ass alien ship in the sky. But NASA needs more data. I got you, little muck. Don't worry, buddy. Like these niggas. Muck is cool with us. So, real quick, this is a service announcement. Because if you guys don't know this, Unacknowledged, thank you. That's it. Unacknowledged is the documentary. You need to go watch that first before you watch Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, because Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind is like a number 2. It's like actually a part 2 to excuse me. Damn, Unacknowledged. God damn, I keep forgetting the name. But Unacknowledged. So go watch both of those, and that's where all the actual information is about the aliens, the real shit. So, guys, new research showed if you guys take Splenda, stop right now. I know a lot of y'all in here, y'all on the health stuff, y'all don't do that. But anybody who does, because you call yourself not wanting to do sugar, and you do Splenda, which is sucralose, there's a chemical found when humans digest Splenda. They found a chemical they called it that makes it genotoxic. They just found this out. So we already knew all these sweeteners was full of shit. But this is, again, had to let people know. This is what y'all here for. Got to let people know information that y'all know about. But so this genotoxic. So what does that mean? It means it starts to break down your DNA. Damn. Splenda, when you digest Splenda, it breaks down your DNA. Woo! Shit. And that shit is in over 6,000 foods in America. 6,000 foods have Splenda in it. And that shit breaks down your DNA. Basically destroying your body on a fucking molecular level. That's crazy. Yo, everybody in here, 200 people in here who has not hit the like button, which means you ain't took your shoes off. I don't care if you got stanky feet. We'll go wash your feet and then come back and sit on the couch. But you got to take your damn shoes off. That means hit the like button. So, Splenda, y'all. If y'all take Splenda, don't take Splenda no more, y'all, please. Or if you do, make sure you cleanse. But, I don't know why you would want to take something that breaks down your DNA. Like, goddamn. Like, nigga, what are you doing if you got kids? Or what are you doing potentially if you want kids? So, fuck Splenda. Y'all got to stay away from that. So we in the science part, right? There's a whole lot. There's a few things that some scientists have found out, yo. We got to go through this. The other thing scientists have found out is that the Y chromosome in men is degenerating and may disappear in the future. Suge Mac, thanks you, brother. Appreciate you. The Y chromosome, I say it again. The Y chromosome in men is degenerating and may disappear in the future. This is what they said. Where men may become some other species or some shit. Why is that happening? Is that because they're emasculating most men? And so then this starts to break us down on a genetic level? The emasculation, the less production of testosterone. Testosterone is important for men, y'all. Y'all understand? Testosterone is highly important for you guys, for men, especially when you start to get older. And how do you increase your testosterone when you get older? Working out. Yep. Working out builds your testosterone. You can also take testosterone supplements and shit like that. But the main thing that keeps testosterone flowing, especially for men, is working out. So, but this is a breakdown of us on the chromosomal level. That's crazy. And then you're starting to see all this world become majorly feminine. While we on a chromosome level are breaking down. The Y is breaking down. We got the X. They said the X got all the stuff in it, boom, 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 right. But then the Y has specific things that's made for men. That Y thing produces testes. It helps you in the production of testes, which is testosterone. So that means if we lose the Y, we lose testosterone. So that's why I say, is it the chicken or the egg? Which came first? Was the chicken or the egg? So was it the emasculation of us that started the breakdown of the Y, or was it the breakdown of the Y that started the emasculation that you see in the world today, the feminization that you see in the world today? And if it was the breakdown of the gene first, what did it? It was the food, the chemtrails? And just so you know, chemtrails are real. They actually have a chemtrail core. They have a patch for people who, there's a dude who was a chemtrail pilot. This nigga did a whole video, showed his plane, showed where the chemicals go in the chemtrails. He showed where they flow out. He showed the patch that said it was a chemtrail patch. Everybody got one. So that shit is real. Mike Swagger, appreciate you, brother. He said the Y chromosome was already on crack. Yo, Cafonia, what up, girl? Appreciate you. He said the Y chromosome was already on crack. Oh, that's hilarious. See, y'all niggas funny. So, damn, he made me lose my damn part, nigga. Forgot what I was talking about, nigga. That shit was funny. Oh, the emasculation. So what came first? So was it the chemicals and all the shit that we eating that started to break us down? Was it the atrazine? Because we know about the atrazine, how it turns it turned the male frogs into homosexual. Made them, feminized them and turned them into homosexual. So was it that broke the Y down? And then that's why we started to become men, not we, but most of the men in the fucking world started to become on the feminine shit? Or was it the breakdown of the Y first? Or excuse me, was it the feminization of us that broke down the Y? So was it the chicken or the egg first? But whatever, regardless, they say you niggas is becoming bitches. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. They say you niggas becoming bitches. You better get out there and start lifting weights and fucking doing some manly shit, chopping wood and fucking doing all you can. Cafonia, thank you. Appreciate you, girl. Y'all better start doing some manly shit. Build up your damn testosterone, because it's gone. It's leaving. That shit is leaving. So, damn, y'all. That shit sucks. But then, did you see that scientists, they said they found a new way to make energy from air using nearly any material. Yo, B Banks, thank you, brother. He said code date to liquid chips. Oh, what is that? Oh, code data to liquid chips, mRNA, all that, Gattaca, all of that. Transcendental, appreciate you. He says it's been engineered for decades. There's also a significant increase in cases cases of micro penis. People starting to get the micro peen. Feel sorry for you niggas. That must suck. I wouldn't know. But so scientists said they find a way to make energy from air using nearly any material. Just came out with this. Now, I appreciate you. Demond Khan, thank you. Appreciate the cash app. Everybody, thank you, brother, who hitting the super chat and the cash apps. So, if y'all energy again from the air. So this is again them trying to control. To me, this is all what I see from peace and everything, all this together. Them trying to control the energy market as they always have been trying to do. They can't let free energy just get out there, right? They can't let it. They stopped it with Tesla. Tesla was the first one in the modern era to come out with free energy. And he took it to JP Morgan. And JP Morgan said, nigga, if you can get that bullshit out of my office, nigga, I'll beat the shit out of you. JP Morgan like, nigga, what the fucking wrong with this nigga? We can't sell that. Free, nigga, the beginning of it is called free. What the fuck we gonna do with the beginning of something called free? You don't get your bitch ass. Hey, somebody fucking take Tesla around the back into the alley and beat the shit out of him. Please. But bringing this stupid ass shit to my office. And then that's when he put his money into Thomas Edison. They had a war. They used to have a war going on, Tesla and Edison, if y'all don't know. But so free energy been around a long ass time. But now they can make free energy out of the air out of using any material. How do they do it? They pulverize whatever material it is to like this micro dust, like this damn near molecular dust, right? And then from that they can, from the from the moisture in the air, so they can pull energy pulled from the moisture in the air using the harvested material from bacteria. So however they do, that still sound hell of a complicated. Then they said that these energy batteries can be stacked upon each other. These little small things that can be stacked upon each other. And then you can make a big one that can run your house for like a year or some shit. Now, does anybody remember? So basically what they're doing though is tapping into the atomic energy of matter. If they're pulverizing it down to where it's molecular, to its molecular structure, atomic structure, they're getting the energy because, atoms have immense energy. So they're getting a lot of this energy from the atoms. So y'all remember Michael Chickenbuzzo? He got the TV that he made this couple of years ago that runs on radio waves. So he already done this. Michael Chickenbuzzo from, I forgot what country he's from, but they tried to kill that brother. They killed the brother who was funding him. They killed that dude, then tried to poison him. So there was one brother on here who said he knew Michael Chickenbuzzo because I want to get in touch with that brother and link up and hook up. But that brother, he never hit me back. So if you watching, please, brother, I need to get in touch with Michael Chickenbuzzo, the brother, I think he's from Zimbabwe or somewhere, the brother who got the free energy technology. Please hook us up. But this brother got this, and now they're talking about this is going to take, the scientists who found this out, they're like, oh, it's going to take about 10 or, maybe 20 years. We'll really have it down, and we can really, really do something with it. Michael Chickenbuzzo, this nigga got a helicopter running on free energy. A helicopter, right now. This nigga made a helicopter run on free energy. No battery. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, y'all. So these niggas, they on the late freight, but again, they can't use Michael Chickenbuzzo because he owns that. So they need something that they can co-opt and take control of, so they can run your ass with it. And then last couple things. So there was a new ruling by the Supreme Court. Did y'all hear about this? This sucks. This is terrible. This is in the title. So the IRS, in the Supreme Court just ruled in a unanimous decision, which is fucking crazy. They just ruled that the IRS, if they're investigating somebody for what they believe is IRS fraud or whatever it is, they can then investigate anybody that person knows, that third party. Yo, who was that? Cause I said so. Thank you, girl. Appreciate the cash apps. So the IRS can look into any third party's records if they're investigating someone you know. So if they're investigating your homeboy from college, they're investigating him for IRS fraud or whatever it is, they can then, if you ain't seen this nigga in 15 years, but you had an acquaintance with him in college, they can then go into your bank records. This is ruled a unanimous decision by the Supreme Court, 9-0. That's a rout. that was a fatality on Mortal Kombat. That's crazy. That is insane, y'all. Do y'all understand? I mean, anybody, your family member, your friends, an acquaintance, some chick you dated, that you ain't talking, some chick you hit. You tell you nigga one night stand, you hit it, but if they find out y'all had some correspondence, some communication, nigga, they can go now and say, oh, she talked to him. Maybe he knows something about the missing money. So shit, hey nigga, come here for a second. So that's what they can do. But the reason they gave is now, if there's a lot of people who out here use tax shelters and what else? They use tax shelters. Then they'll hide money with family members. Their family member is the one who's receiving the money, and so they do a lot of stuff. So they're saying like, all right, well, if y'all gonna try to hide money and y'all doing it under y'all putting it under your bed. Now again, this is also, they're saying, for people who the cash worker industry, like people like hairdressers and personal trainers and stuff like that, people who get cash on the low, allegedly, but people get cash on the low. Then if you're hiding cash and they decide to investigate you, then your client, then if they can go and investigate your client and see at that certain time or which times a certain amount of money came out or was paid to you or some shit like that. But this is the capper though. If they look into your bank account and then they look and they see that you got money that they don't deem that adds up, they can now start investigating you. This shit's crazy. Where the hell is this shit going? They can start investigating you now because your homie was doing some faulty shit, or some chick you hit, or some dude you hit way back in the day. They can look into your bank account. Now, how do you bypass all of that? How do you get past all of that? I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. I have no goddamn eyes. Goddamn. Y'all know I'm bullshitting. Y'all know. Man, come on now. The way you deal with the IRS, you got to deal with them as a corporation, because that's who they are. They're not a government agency. Honestly, the Supreme Court may not even be aware of this, that they're a Delaware corporation. So this is how it's structured. The IRS, what you call Internal Revenue Service, is the Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service. That's their actual corporate legal name, right? That's their actual corporate legal name. If you go look for them under any other name, you're not going to find it. You're not going to be able to find them. And this is important in contract law. Anybody you sue or you go after, you have to have their exact name. In law, there's something called being right and correct, meaning you can be philosophically right, but if you're not correct to the law, letter of the law, then it doesn't. If these two things don't add up, your argument and the letter of the law, if these two things don't add up, then that's a wrap. So, man, who gave me with the cash app? Javon Ness, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. So the IRS, the Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service, they're being their real name. If you tried to sue them under the Internal Revenue Service, you would lose. So if you go after the real people, then what are corporations? How do corporations, what's the laws of corporations? How do you get at a corporation? You have to talk to a corporation through their registered agent. Anybody who has a business, you understand, when you set up a corporation, you had to set up something called a registered agent. Registered agent is the person who receives correspondence, usually legal services, legal correspondence, or correspondence from the state in which you incorporated, right? This is what the registered agent does. Basically, they're the ear of the corporation. They're the legalized ear of the corporation. So if you want to talk to a corporation, the only way they're legally bound to hear you, even if you may contact them in any other way, they may respond. The only way they're legally bound to hear you is through the registered agent. Anyway else, they don't really have to acknowledge you at all. So, who's a corporation? IRS. Who's the IRS is supposed to be a division of? The United States Treasury. They're also a Delaware corporation. U.S. Treasury Inc. with a Delaware file number. Then, who is the Treasury supposed to be a subsidiary of or a department of? United States of America. That's also the United States of America Inc. with which is a Delaware corporation. They have 2 file numbers in Delaware. All of them have registered agents. Now, except the IRS. So how do you get at the IRS? Oh shit, they don't have a registered agent. Isn't that against the law? Yes, it's supposed to be against the law. It's supposed to be against the law for not to have a registered agent. But they have their own, it's called the IRS representation. They have their own corporation that represents the IRS to act as a registered agent. So it's not a registered agent, but it is. It's a corporation that's created in Delaware called the Internal Revenue or the IRS representation. They're the people who you would have to talk to the IRS. So again, this is the ways around this shit. You get at them as a corporation. And so another thing, there's a case law. There's case law that talks about in America. It's called Planters Bank versus the Planters Bank of Georgia versus United States. Okay, that's the case. You can go look it up for people who are into law. Planters Bank versus the United States, or Planters Bank of Georgia versus United States. And in that case, it states that because the United States was supposed to have a bank with the state of Georgia, and they were working in tandem, and so they were in their corporate capacity when they were doing this. So the ruling states that any government working in its corporate capacity divests itself of sovereignty. So that means the United States of America, when they became incorporated, they lost their sovereignty. That means no more government, United States, U.S. Treasury, no more government IRS. All of these are private corporations that you can get at privately if you knew the law, if you understood the law. But y'all don't, so sucks for y'all. So telling y'all niggas to learn the law for the longest goddamn time. Y'all niggas don't want to do it. So hey, nigga, when these motherfuckers start smashing on you, nigga, hey, that's how it works. But truly though, that's how you get back at them, through the corporation, through the registered agent. And again, the most powerful way you would get at them is first you would have to change your status so that you're out of the system. You're severed all of your contracts with those corporations. Because then when you go at them and they try to say, well, we got a contract, you have a license, you have this, you boom, boom, boom. No, nigga, I've severed all of those contracts. No, you have no power over me whatsoever. So, or then you tell them to produce the contract. Produce the contract that obligates me to pay you. And they're going to try to pull out birth certificates and all this and that type of shit. Nope, nigga, that shit is cut. Nope, that shit is cut. Nope, that shit is rescinded. Nope, that's rescinded. That's rescinded. And here's the notice I sent you guys. You accepted it. See how that works? And then if you acquiesce to a notice, or if you don't respond to a notice in law, it's called acquiescence. That becomes law. So y'all niggas need to learn the law. That's how it works. Because the IRS is going to be in all you niggas' asses. But the Republicans in this debt ceiling deal, which they fucked up really, they gave the Democrats, they raised the debt ceiling, meaning you can borrow more money, put America in more debt. But in the deal, what they did was they cut some of the funding. So Biden and them, they had passed the law where they gave $80 billion to the IRS so they can hire 87,000 more IRS agents. And that was going to be the niggas that get at you. But the the Republicans came in and they cut the budget by $21 billion. So they're not going to have the $80 billion. They only got $59 billion now. Excuse me. Excuse me. They only got $59 billion to do what they do, which is going to decrease them niggas going after people personally a lot. So they didn't defund everything, which they should have, but they did defund. They got 21 billion taken off the budget, which means these niggas ain't gonna be able to hire all them damn agents to go after people like that. So, hey, that's one win for the Republican niggas. But the IRS still ruled that they can come after you and come after people, your friends and family, and people you just met for 2 hours after the club, and y'all did some shit. So be aware, people, and learn the law. And then the last thing, did y'all see fake Biden fall at the goddamn event? I know you saw it. Yo, Frank White, appreciate you. Says secure party process. Yeah, buddy. Well, I don't really subscribe to that, but I'll tell you later. That's a whole different game. That's still uniform commercial code, which is still under their rule. You want to get completely from under their thumb, but that's a different game. But fake Biden, did you see him? Did you see him fall? That nigga. I ain't laughing. I ain't trying to laugh at niggas falling. That old people falling. But goddamn, this nigga fall more than anybody I ever seen in my life. Then that lady, I'm falling and I can't get up. This nigga, Jesus Christ, he fall more than a stunt man. That might be a stunt man. That might be the only way he can actually keep falling like that. That might be a stunt man with the mask on, because I know you saw the video. I know all of y'all saw the video of Biden doing the interview or the press conference or whatever that shit was. And this nigga head looked like a pack of... This nigga looked like he had snakes going across his head and shit was like... and it was bunched up and it wasn't moving. He was talking and this nigga's head was bunched up right here. I mean, that shit looked like the waves in the ocean. That shit was like... that shit was going crazy. That shit was crazy like a motherfucker. That shit looked like a goddamn monsoon hit the goddamn ocean. That nigga had waves going like this in his head. And that motherfucker was like, hey guys, whoa, ha, whoa, whoa. And that nigga head was... Holy shit, y'all. God damn. You could have put some hot dogs in between the rolls on that nigga head. You could. This nigga head look like buns. The rolls in his head look like hot dog buns. You could just slide some shit up in there. That shit was crazy. And the lady who was, she was like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. That lady had me dying. She said, this is bullshit. That's a mask. That is a damn mask. This is bullshit. Man, it was so funny. It was obviously a mask. I mean, this nigga's head, first of all, nigga head is bigger than the goddamn the sun. That shit nigga should be, that shit was like that. But so he had so much space for them ripples, you can see all of it. Hey, got it. Know what he looked like? You know what he fucking looked like? Anybody ever seen that movie Scanners? Please, damn, what's my man? Michael Ironside. He was the dude who played, he was one of the cats who played the instructor in Top Gun. But Michael Ironside, he was in this movie called Scanners. That was one of the first movies, scary movies I saw when I was a kid. That movie was crazy. Scanners was about these motherfuckers who get people had telepathy and shit. They can send thoughts into your head and make you do shit. But Michael Ironside was the hardest nigga of all of them. This motherfucker could explode your head. He could send so much shit into your head where your head exploded. But what happened was when this nigga would do that, the head would this nigga head would get like, that's what he looked like. He looked like Scanners. Holy shit. What the fuck Scanners. Please go watch that movie. That's a dope ass movie too. But goddamn, that nigga, we got scanners in the White House, y'all. Scanners. And so this nigga, when he falling all over the place, it's a physical representation of the state of America. The old, crotchety, decrepit senile, about to take a fall America. That nigga is a physical representation of the state America is in right now. Falling, stumbling, all over the goddamn place. And the people in the world see this shit and they be like, nigga, let's go mash on America, nigga. You see this bitch ass nigga running the country? Nigga, get this nigga a goddamn, get this nigga a Midol, not a Midol, but what's the fucking, the sleep, get this nigga some, the Tylenol PM, and this nigga, we'll take over the country. This nigga, he probably sleep all goddamn day. If that's the real Biden, which I don't think it is. I don't think that nigga, the real Biden ain't here. I don't think excuse me. I don't think the real Biden is here. I just don't think. And because this is the astrology, if you do the astrology on the great conjunction that just happened, and when any president is elected during a great conjunction, them niggas get taken out. They get taken out. Except for two. Reagan, excuse me. Except for Reagan and Bush. They was the only two who didn't get taken out. But they had attempts to take them out. So every president who has been elected during a great conjunction, the Saturn and Jupiter, they have been either taken out or somebody tried to take them out. So that's why I don't think Biden is the real Biden. And they're doing all of this, and I'm gonna tell you why. So did you see how? So because YouTube, they just allowed on YouTube that you can now. I'm still not gonna do it, but you can allow. They're now allowing election denial of the 2020 election. You could already say that Trump stole the 2016 joint. You could say that all damn day. But if you tried to say that Biden jacked the 2020 election, they would kick you off. They kicked off thousands of people for that shit. But now, all of a sudden, you can say that on YouTube now. Why? Why can you say that now on YouTube? Why did Hillary come out and say that Biden might be too old to be the president? Why are you seeing this nigga stumble and fumble all over the goddamn place? They're starting to put the pictures out there. Why did they just release the 10,000 photos of baby Biden on the website? This nigga smoking crack, doing all kind of shit. This nigga Biden is crazy, y'all. Baby Biden is a motherfucker. That nigga need to be on the Sons of Anarchy or something. That nigga crazy. Why are they releasing all of this right now? And this nigga about to run for a goddamn presidency. You think that's a coincidence? They releasing all of this stuff that make him look like a piece of shit? Or an old ass motherfucker, old fart who can't who shit on his drawers every 10 seconds? Who shit in his drawers every 10 seconds? Why are they doing that? Because they want that nigga out. They need him out. They trying to get him the fuck out of there. So everything's game. Everything's game now, nigga. We about to start releasing little shit here, little shit there, nigga. Biden is senile, Biden crazy, Biden did this, Biden paid off these motherfuckers, Biden took this money, it's all starting to come out because they now need to get Biden out of here. So the new person though, who's the new dude? That's gonna be the crazy person if Trump don't win, because ain't nobody else gonna run, ain't nobody else gonna be in the race but Trump and Biden. They're not even doing debates, which is crazy. That's what I'm saying. This is how you show this is all rigged. This is all bullshit. How are you gonna run for office, nigga, and not debate and not tell us what you're running on? Why should we vote for you, nigga? Because you got a nice suit? Because you be hanging with Muck in the back watching Independence Day, nigga? We nigga vote him and Muck as best friends. Says NASA. Like, no, nigga, what the fuck? Fuck you. They ain't voting for you. So, they're trying to get Biden the fuck out of here. They are trying to get Bideezy out of here because the world order don't involve him. He's not a part of that. He's a part in bringing it together or being the fall guy, excuse me. He's the fall guy. before as it comes together. Biden is going to be the fall guy, the person who's destroyed America. And you're going to love to hate that motherfucker because he was racist. He's a pedophile. He's corrupt. So he's the perfect candidate to put the fall of America on. Because when they release all this shit that he's done and really put him on Front Street, then people will be able to really hate him with, without any conscience. So that's what's popping. And then the EU, while that's going on, like while you fighting over transformers and all the rest of this shit, the EU, they petitioned to join BRICS. Man, you know how many applications BRICS has right now from all these countries? But none of them was from the from the EU. Now the EU, who's supposed to be one of our closest allies, them niggas is like, yeah, fuck American dollars, nigga. Can we get some of them Chinese yen, nigga? Can we get some Can we get some Chinese yen, my nigga? So, y'all money is fucked. No, I'm just playing. But it is, if you're not doing what you need to do, putting your money in crypto, getting dollars, diversifying, getting gold and silver. Did I say that? So getting gold and silver, getting dollars, crypto, Bitcoin, not crypto, excuse me, Bitcoin. And the reason is, because this is crazy. Because the WEF, they're preparing for a cyber pandemic. Did y'all hear about that? They're preparing for a cyber pandemic. Why would they call it that? A pandemic. Why would they call it a cyber pandemic? That's only with virus, V's. Why would they call this a cyber pandemic? Because you already used to that word, pandemic, and you know what comes with that. A shutdown of the world comes whenever they say it's a pandemic popping. A shutdown of the world comes behind that. So they'll use that word because it's something that you're familiar with. It's a trigger word that, boom, when we implement it, you already with it. So they're preparing for a cyber pandemic. He said, Klaus Schwab, he said it years ago when he was coming up in his book, the Great Reset. He said that you're going to prepare, we need to prepare for this world cyber attack. So we need to prepare. So if he's been saying this for years, first of all, Alex Jones, there's a video of Alex Jones. Yo, Christopher Clark, appreciate you, brother. He said ISO 20, I don't know what that is. But Bitcoin, though, is the only one they can't control because of the ledger. So I don't know what that is. Do y'all research on it? He's breaking off. If you're in the chat, we breaking off. I don't know what it's called. Complaint crypto to ISO 2022 complaint crypto. I don't know what that is. But I know Bitcoin because Bitcoin was created literally for this reason. So the ledgers, it's on every ledger. It updates every 10 minutes. So it's not hidden. It's complete transparency on what money is on what, where your money is. And if there was an EMT that hits and everything shut down, your money is still on the ledger. So when all the power came back on, you would still have your money on the ledger. So again, that's why I was talking about Bitcoin. So but what they did was they just like Event 201 when they ran the simulation of the pandemic about 3 months before it hit in October 2019, they did another one for a cyber attack. They ran another, I don't know, I forgot it's not Event 2, I forgot what the event is called. It's on YouTube, which is crazy, like Event 201, it's on YouTube. But so they ran a cyber attack, and they, a simulation for a cyber attack. Which usually means when they run these simulations, that means whatever they was running the simulation for is about to pop off in a few months to a year. So most people think it's not going to happen until 2030. I think it's going to happen way before that. They're going to use that to implement the CBDC. They're going to use the shutdown of all of this stuff. And then when they boot it back up, they're going to boot it back up with digital currency. So don't think you got some time. And then who are they putting out that's going to cause the pandeezy, the cyber pandeezy? Right-wing extremists, what they call the white supremacists. That's what they said in America. White supremacists white supremacists. We got to look out for them. They're gonna cause a major cyber attack. How would they know how to cause a national cyber attack? But the right-wing extremists, Putin or China. These are the three that they're telling you who gonna do it. But America's telling you this is who we gotta watch out for doing this. But the one felt it dealt it, and ain't that how it go? The one smelt it dealt it. So that's America. Man, hey y'all, somebody cutting up around this bitch. God damn. Nigga, what crawled up in you and died? Oh my God, this is crazy. All the while, this nigga is just leaking from the booty hole. Oh my God, what is going on? I don't know. Oh my Lord, this is outrageous. He looking all around. Christopher Clark, appreciate you. Hey y'all, he put the crypto information in there. It's Complaint Crypto, XRP, XLM, Algo, Hindera, all of these cryptos he's talking about. He's saying new banking format. Again, I don't know about it, so y'all go research it. But I do know Bitcoin. I've researched Bitcoin for years, and Bitcoin is some shit that you can, again, when you take it off the server and put it on that wallet, that external wallet, it stays on the server. Meaning you can still keep it when it reboots. But that may be dope too. So then this cyber pandeezy that's popping off, that they have planned off, is going to fall under the WHO treaty. So we talked about the WHO treaty that they have, and it allows them to take over in the time of a pandeezy, right? So they're calling this a cyber pandeezy, which would then give them the power to come in and, I got it. Don't worry, guys. I got it. I got it. I got it, baby. I got it. So wait a minute, nigga. Wait, this is called a pandeezy. They just label anything a pandeezy, and they able to come in and boom. And so the United Nations also implemented. Remember, this is the one world government they're moving to. I told you about WorldCoin that OpenAI was developing for the world government. They said this. Go look that up. WorldCoin by OpenAI, and then you'll see they're developing it for the world government, right? So the one world government is in effect. So the United Nations came out and they said that they implemented some things in case there was an emergency in the world in their stipulations. Y'all want to hear what the UN what they did? So the UN, they said they came up with a global emergency plan. And this will be so when this happens, if anything were to happen, the United Nations Secretary General, he could take control in case of what they call emergency or global shock. It's in case of an emergency or global shock. The United Nations Secretary General would then come in and take control, basically be the world president, the world leader. These are the things that said these are the things they said would allow him to come in and take over. Cyber disarray, a cyber attack. That's the first thing on the goddamn list. So they listed this, y'all. They put this document out and they listed all of this on the fucking document. So cyber disarray is what they call it. Not cyber attack, cyber disarray. What is cyber disarray? If it's just messing up, your internet circle keep going like this. Is that cyber disarray? What if I get to spinning disc like this for about 2 days? Oh, nigga, we got to come in and take over your shit, nigga. That's cyber disarray right there, nigga. You see how that shit been spinning for 2 days? Hey, nigga, that could be Putin. He could be literally living inside your phone. I got to take everything. I got to take that phone here. I got to take the phone apart. Make sure Putin didn't set up a condo inside your phone. Wait a minute. What? Okay, nigga. Cyber disarray. Now you see cyber pandeezy. WHO. Cyber disarray. United Nations. These niggas are planning the shit out of this. And just so we're aware, they're both private corporations. WHO and the UN, United Nations, are both private corporations. The other thing that would allow them to come in is climate change. If climate change gets too crazy where the world just can't manage it, then the United Nations Secretary General can come in and say, fuck, we stopping everything. This country, you doing this. This country, you're doing that. This country, you're doing this. Boo, boo, I don't care what you say, but this is in the thing. Climate change. Supply chain disruptions. This would allow the United Nations Secretary General to come in, become the world president. Supply chain disruptions. If the trucking or the shipping gets held up, just held up for some reason. What if it's an earthquake? Or some shit. They just got held up. What if it was a goddamn oil spill on the route, on the shipping route, and they got held up? That would allow the United Nations Secretary General to come in and take control. What else? An event from outer space. Holy shit, the aliens. We just talked, nigga. NASA said we ain't got no data. NASA just said we don't know about no motherfucking aliens. However, if we attacked by them bitches, the United Nations nigga he's the leader. If we get a nigga coming from that planet right there, you see this planet right there? We get a nigga coming from there, and he come to kill us all. The United Nations, he got it, baby. An event from outer space. Okay. See how they setting it up? I talked about how they were going to use an event from outer space, which would be them, because they have the alien technology. They've been reproducing this for 50 some odd years. They plan to do a false flag attack from the aliens, which is crazy. And then the last one is unforeseen black swan event. An unforeseen black swan event. What does that mean? So, all right, obviously you know what unforeseen means, but a black swan is very unique. It's an anomaly, because most swans are white or, pale. But so if you see a melanin, a black swan, that's really rare, right? So in case of some unforeseen rare event that we have no idea what could possibly be, the United Nations can take over and rule the world. So this is what they've been planning. This is why they got you niggas fighting over Transformers and diversity, equity, inclusion, and race swapping in movies, and all the rest of this dumbass shit, flat earth, and all this dumbass shit that don't mean a fucking thing to your life right now. What's popping off right now? Except the transgender shit, because that does affect your children. So make sure you don't, you're not lackadaisical or apathetic about that. But everything else is just a distraction. None of it plays a part into what you need to do right now. But if I can get you thinking that, then you ain't gonna notice me back in this back room hooking shit up with my niggas. Like, they looking? Okay. they ain't nothing. Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead and hook that shit up back there, nigga. They not looking. So America though is the only true people who can fight this. Like the World Pandemic Treaty from the WHO, because most countries are adherent to their government. The government runs everything, right? Runs for the whole country. Except in America. The government only runs things for the federal government. That's the only power they really have. And then power to deal with foreign countries and, and states of emergency, but only states of emergency where they affect from external coming in. He can't affect anything internally. He can't go to the states and say, well, I've implemented a state of emergency, so everybody here has to take the cupcake. He can't do that. All these states are sovereign, or what they call quasi-sovereign. I need to stop doing this, but I know it's like, goddamn, why are we doing that shit? But again, and why I say that, because it's air quotes, because it's not real. So they're supposed to be sovereign, but they're not sovereign. But they still hold some type of sovereign power, or pseudo sovereign power, where they can still say, all right, if the government tries to enact itself personally on a state, it can't do that unless it deals with foreign, something foreign, like outside the state. That's the only thing. So basically, like, give you an example where Trump said he could affect plane travel. He could say, all right, you guys can't come in from whatever country. If you come into this country, all y'all got to be cupcaked, or you got to be masked up, or you got to be cupcake masked up, or you got to get a test every couple days or whatever it is, right? So he can say that. And so if you're coming to any state, if you're flying into any state, he can implement those things. But he can't go to any state and tell the state, well, we're a part of this new world this WHO Pandisi treaty, and now all of you have to adhere to it. Nigga, the Constitution, nigga, no, nigga. The Constitution, nigga, affects you. Federal government, nigga, you only are able to do shit for you and anybody within the federal area. But you can't implement anything in these states. So again, you won't know that unless you know the law and government. And so you'll be out here running, oh, nigga, the world WHO, the treaty is going to take us over. It's going to take us over. Now, that's true for them other countries. In America, though, if you knew law and government, you would know they can't do that unless they do it subversively. They can pay a lot of niggas to do all this and that type of stuff. But again, if we all knew, then they couldn't do that. The only way they can do it is because you don't know that shit. And you believe they got all the goddamn power. So again, get your goddamn knowledge up. And then please start teaching your kids, man. And I'm talking about people in America, but also people in these other countries. Start teaching your kids about the old ways, because they're trying to change it. They're trying to change the traditions of your nations, which got you there in the first place. And so they're trying to flip it. And if they can, again, flip culture, they can flip the whole goddamn nation. So you guys have to keep the knowledge alive. Just like an old ancestor who's told stories for the last 100 damn years or whatever. You got to do that to your children. Tell them about law. Tell them about government. Tell them about all of this stuff that gave us our freedoms. Because they're trying to tell you freedom of speech is bullshit. They're trying to tell you be global, not national. Don't worry about yourself. Worry about all these other motherfuckers out here who don't give a shit about you. But nigga, when it come to you, your people in your own land, don't worry about that. No, teach your children. Deal with home first, then you can deal with other people. But don't let them keep getting indoctrinated by TikTok into this bullshit. These bullshit philosophies. You have to learn, man. Boom. Y'all know the game? Right here. These are long governments right here. We created this for y'all. You cannot be a productive citizen in any country unless you know the laws of the country, the government. So we've created this for y'all, man. Roger Groves, appreciate you. Say, what's the name of the news you watch? Real World News. That's one of them. That's on Telegram. Real World News on Telegram. So, man, please, please, please get off your asses. This is not you. You don't have a choice. If y'all sit on your asses now, America's falling. That's the done deal. America's is falling. But and that don't mean it ain't gonna be here. It just means it's gonna be remade in a new image, and it's gonna be fucked up for a long while first. It's not a long while, but maybe not a long while, but it's gonna be fucked up for a minute. What's gonna come out of that? What are you gonna be? What do you know that you're gonna be able to implement that's gonna be productive and take advantage of whenever that happens, and not just get caught up in the chaos of America's flipping and changing, because it is changing. But how much is it gonna change? It won't change that much if we implement the traditions that it was. And I ain't talking about the white Fuck the white supremacy shit. I'm talking about freedom, nigga. I'm all about freedom first. Freedom. Nigga. Freedom. What's his name? William Wallace? We can't take our freedom. William Wallace. Y'all seen what was that movie with William Wallace? Y'all know, put it in the chat. I'll be forgetting the name sometimes. But what was that movie? Damn, I forgot the name. I can't believe I forgot the name of that movie. Braveheart. Sorry, was it Braveheart? I think it was Braveheart. There it is. Yeah, Braveheart. So, gotta be William Wallace. Niggas have fought for their freedom like a motherfucker. Are you just gonna let them take that shit and just be like, all right, nigga, fuck freedom, nigga, fuck my freedom, nigga, I'm good. I'm on this motherfucking TikTok today, nigga. Freedom don't got shit to do with this TikTok, nigga. You see this bitch's booty, nigga, on TikTok, nigga? That's freedom. That's freedom, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga, law and government. That ain't freedom, nigga. I'm free if I can rub on that booty. I'd be free. Nigga, y'all cannot do that. You can't. It's not that, you cannot do that. Now you don't have a choice. You do have a choice if you want to be fucked up, from the flip. But again, you got to get in the game, get your information. Police stop law package, know your rights manual, the public official bonds book, teach you how to get back at police, how to go after their police insurance or their public official bonds when they violate your constitutional rights, because it's attached to their oath to the Constitution. So when they violate your constitutional rights, they lose that bond. Simple as that. And then when you get it on camera, and then you go take it to the insurance company can't deny it. And they got to pay you whatever the bond is forever how many times they violated your constitutional rights. So, boom, you got, again, guys, we're trying to do everything for you. All you got to do is sit your ass down and learn. We got all the materials, got all the information again. So then you keep this in your car. Don't get caught out there with the popo without these 3 important things you keep in your car. This is the car package right here. Constitutional rights card. It lets them know what your rights are, what'll happen when they violate those rights. Qualified immunity card. Let them know they lose that qualified immunity when they violate your constitutional rights. And then this is the notice that comes with that. You give them these 3 things. I don't answer questions. Put it on the goddamn window. You don't give them anything. Bow. I don't answer questions, officer. He keep asking you questions. You turn your head away. You keep doing that. I don't answer nothing, right? So then, when they keep on trying to implement the Pandeezy, we also have the cards. We also have the notices. Right here. This is the liability notice. Lets them know that they're liable for if they force you through mandate to get a cupcake, and that's through threat, duress, or coercion, meaning holding your job over your head, saying you can't work. You give them this right here. This states everything about the Pandeezy, written by the Cat Dog Cat, as well as the adverse effects that's in it. And that's right here. These are all the adverse effects listed by the Cat Dog Cat. And this is what you give your employer. This is only for your employer. If they try to make you work and get the Pandeezy, they're responsible for every second that the Pandeezy stays in your body, because you only work for about 4 to 12 hours a day. It's going to be in your system for 24 hours, so they owe you for that. And then this one right here, this is the religious exemption right here. So if you have a religious if you're against abortions, then boom, you have a religious thing against abortions. Even if you don't, you can say you do. But they put aborted fetal Charmin within the cupcake, so you can use that. People have won off of this already. So this is for your job or taking it into businesses who try to keep you out. All right. So we created everything that y'all need, man. What else do we got? It also comes with the comes with the P.F. Pfizer Bakery report. This is from P.F. Pfizer Bakery itself, a confidential report that leaked out. They wasn't supposed to get out, but bam, we got it. And it says that 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days, and then it lists all the adverse effects that they found in the back, and it's hundreds on per page. So they can't deny you when you have the the company's own information saying that it's messed up, and then it comes with the notices here. So again, everybody, I'm gonna give y'all everything. But then again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, we're gonna give you get the hats, y'all. Bam, you get a hat, not the hats. You get a hat. Phoenix Moore, Dragon Moore, Know Your Rights Foundation, the gray, Phoenix Moore gray, Phoenix Moore red, or burgundy, really, it's not red. Know Your Rights Foundation black. All of these have the logos on the side. And then the last one, the Dragon Moore, boom, the Dragon Moore burgundy. So if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, the research they've been doing on your melanin for the last 120 years, lets you know why you're God, why you need to take care of your melanin, and let you know that melanin is the ultimate chemical in the universe right here. So you get this hard copy, you get all of that, the Police Stop Law package, which comes with one deck of cards. But also one of the hats. Make sure you put the hat in there that you want. That's it for me, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I'm on my cleanse, so I gotta go drink some green juice. Damn it, I want my turkey burger. But I gotta go drink some green juice. Yo, who was that? Dion Spivey. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. So, got a date with this green juice. Holla at y'all later. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. All my mods, because I said so. Christopher Perkins, Miss Genie, Mel, Brian, excuse me, Tisha, and Jason. Appreciate y'all. Thank everybody for coming in here and dropping in the chat, and also hitting the Cash App and the Super Chat. I'm gonna holla at y'all in a minute while I do this green juice and then go live in the bathroom. Peace.